coming up next on the J. Rao Show. We have lost a lot of people in the past 90 days. Starting off, of course, with the death of the king of pop, Michael Jackson, dead at the age of 50. Circumstances surrounding his death is still a mystery. It's been 2 weeks, but it's still hard to believe that the king of pop is dead. Wayman Tisdale, dead at the age of 44. The death of an angel, Farrah Fawcett, dead at the age of 62. One of the toughest quarterbacks that has ever played the game, former Titan QB, Steve Air McNair, murdered by his girlfriend, dead at the age of 36. Karl Malden, dead at the age of 97. Pitchman extraordinaire Billy Mays, dead at the age of 50. Carson's sidekick Ed McMahon, dead at the age of 86. Boxing great Arturo Gatti, murdered, dead at the age of 37. T.O.
Get your popcorn ready.
The J. Rao Show starts now.
You never know, that's the point. Go.
I just wanted to say, speak up, sweetheart, speak up. Ever since I was born, Daddy has been the best father you could ever imagine. And I just wanted to say I love him so much.
Wow. It's hard to believe that he's gone. Hey, welcome into the J. Rao Show. And of course, you can reach the show at the JRaoShowAlive.com. The JRaoShowAlive.com. What's up, Boop?
What's up with you, Jay? Man, I'm still tripping. I can't believe that he's gone, yo. I'm still kind of sad, yo.
Yeah, you're right, man. Same here. I can't believe that he's gone either. Let that play out, Man in the Mirror in the background. Of course, the show's all about Michael Jackson. 2 weeks after the fact, I still can't believe the man's gone. Still cannot believe that the man is gone. And the thing, I guess, that really bothers me is that as you continue to watch TV, you know, I saw something on Inside Edition talking about the raid on Michael Jackson's house. This guy is dead, and they will not let this man rest in peace. They will not let this man rest in peace. And I guess the thing that really irks the hell out of me.
Let him rest, yo. Just let him rest.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Book. I mean, they just will not let the man rest in peace. And like I said, I think the thing that bothers me the most about all this is that, like I said, you know, one of the things that the Jackson Memorial did, and I tell you something, I was doing good until the little girl came up and said her piece. You know.
Oh yeah, that's when I lost.
You're right.
I lost it.
I lost it at that point because I couldn't believe, you know, how. And I'm not going to say I couldn't believe. I'll say that for me, the thing that gets me is that I'm watching the president dance here on CNN. Wow, he's cutting the groove. Yeah, I have a bone to pick with the president.
What?
Oh yeah,
you
me.
Mad at the president?
We'll talk about it later on in the show. We'll talk about it.
Boy, I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, I bet you can't. So anyway, the memorial for me, what it did for me was it showed the other side of Michael Jackson, the private side of Michael Jackson, the side of Michael Jackson that the public don't see. Okay, it showed that Michael Jackson was just like a regular guy. Magic Johnson talking about it, Michael Jackson eating Kentucky Fried Chicken. Brooke Shields talking about the time that her and Michael snuck into Liz Taylor's room. You know, very human moments during her very emotional speech during the memorial. And see, and that's what I loved about it. It's because for the first time, we see Michael Jackson as a regular person. Not, you know, wacko, jacko, and all this crazy crap that's out there in the press. But Michael Jackson, the friend, the brother, the father. His little girl, when she stood up and said what she had to say. You know, daddy. Not Michael Jackson, the king of pop. He was daddy to those kids. And so you saw, I think, right then and there, you were able to look into the private life of Michael Jackson, because it's this public persona. Everyone thinks they know Michael Jackson. You know, it irks me when these experts, you know, Michael Jackson expert John Kane says, John, what do you feel about Michael Jackson? What were the things Michael Jackson thinking of during the time of his death? Well, Michael Jackson, he was going through depression and he felt the world didn't understand him. Listen, you don't know what Michael Jackson felt. You were not in Michael Jackson's mind. So how can you tell us what Michael Jackson was going through? How do you know? You don't. But they are always bringing these people on. Entertainment reporter Shelley Long, and of course I'm just making this up. Shelley Long, what do you know about Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson biographer Shelley Long. Michael really didn't understand why the world felt the way they did. He would always go and do things that would, you shut up. You don't know what was going through his mind. You don't know. And see, there's a public side and there's a private side. And people think they know the real Michael Jackson. And you don't know jack. Case in point, Steve McNair. Now, I'm not bringing this up to, you know, and we're going to talk about Steve McNair during the second segment of the show. But I'm not bringing this up in a derogatory fashion. I'm bringing this up to prove a point. Everyone thought Steve McNair, you know, was he was, you know, NFL Sportsman Man of the Year. You know, he had a great marriage. He had 4 boys. He was the epitome of the perfect gentleman from the NFL. Now it looks like Steve McNair was doing the do. Steve McNair was just like anybody else. He had his flaws and his faults, and he was out there getting a little tail on the side. Now all of a sudden people are they are distraught because they can't believe that the guy that they idolize so much, Steve McNair, could be this adulterer, could be this playboy, could be this guy flexing his muscle, flexing his money, getting the girls to come go with him. Steve McNair lying. His wife is devastated. And I say this, like I said, not to, by no means, to destroy the memory of Steve McNair, but my point is that who you see in the public or what you see in the public may or may not be what that individual is. And so I hope that people would stop, you know, trying to make judgments and stop trying to say things about folks who they don't really know. People could say that I'm an asshole. You don't know me. Oh, that Jay, he's crazy. That Jay, he's this. You don't know me. My friends, my family know me. So don't sit here and judge. I don't know you. It's not fair. What if you were in the public eye and people talked about you? There's an image that people see about you, and then there's the truth. Well, listen, if millions and millions of people have formed an opinion of you, guess what? In my mind, why even try to change their mind? You know who you are, you're comfortable with who you are, and you should live your life accordingly. It's just, wow, amazing to me. And I tell you, in this thing with Debbie Rowe, you know, Michael Jackson paid her $8 million to go away. And now that he's dead, guess what? She's resurfaced. You know, first of all, who in their right mind would agree to give up all parental rights to their kids? In my mind, if you did that, then you have no business even being considered for custody of any children. You were paid for it, go away. So now she's talking to the family and she's trying to get another money settlement. I mean, millions of dollars, one source is quoted as saying. This is totally ridiculous. I cannot believe that they are going to actually pay this woman to go away. She should rot in hell for even agreeing to give up her kids like that. But then guess what? For her to come back after she agreed and took $8 million from Michael Jackson, now she wants more money to go away. It's ridiculous. Coming up, second set, we'll talk about Steve McNair. We'll talk about why I'm pissed off at the president. The J. Rouse Show rolls on.